win at the clicking.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You win at the sending of your file as well.
Yes.
It was amazing. Almost faster than me, Amy. And I don't have to send it anywhere.
Well, I have to do it now because if I don't do it, I will not do it. So it's much easier if I just do it before I think about it.
That makes a lot of sense. I can fully 100% get behind that.
Where am I sending the files to? Because you normally stick them in I'll put them in my Dropbox and just send you the link.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Obviously, don't need to do it now, but we'll do it once we are all done.
Usually takes about half an hour for them to upload anyway.
Yeah, I always find that whenever I'm sending stuff to Stu, like WeTransfer just kills my internet dead. I cannot do anything else other than send files when I send it over.
So you don't want me to use WeTransfer then?
Oh no! I mean, you can. I'm just saying when I upload stuff, it breaks my internet. I mean, we can figure that out in a bit. That's not important. That's not important for our listeners right now. Welcome back, listeners, to Tales from the 20 Side, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition Let's Play podcast. My name is Dom, and I'm joined by our regular cast members of Mr. Neil Kelly.
Hello.
Mr. Darren Mafucci.
Hello.
And Miss Amy Chislett.
Hello.
Good evening, folks. Welcome back. Once again, you'll notice that we have no Stu Jackson tonight, as we are continuing our playthrough of Dinner at Lionlodge, Pathfinder's one of Pathfinder's one-shot series that they've released. How's everyone feeling about it so far? What are your initial thoughts on the adventure?
I'm unconscious.
Darren has no thoughts because he's unconscious.
I should have seen this coming. This happens every time I get invited out to dinner.
So the four of you, the three of you, plus your Foxman companion, have made your way to the place known as Lionlodge, where you were greeted by Auldegrund Grimcarver. And you found yourselves having a lovely meal that ended in unconsciousness. What are you all thinking right about now?
Well, so far it's only Takamiru and Zered who are unconscious, isn't it? Jaith and Kelsty.
Jaith and Kelsty are still awake. That's
still
very true.
Awake. And realising something's not right. This is a trap. We should have known. I'm
Someone's got some explaining to do.
I'm gonna get out my short bow and shoot an arrow into Auldegrund Grimcarver.
All right, you'll have a chance to do that in just a second once we get going with the game proper.
Right.
Which, unless anyone's got anything else they want to talk about briefly, I think we will do. What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's jump in.
All right. So in that case, as Jaith and Zered, Jaith and Kelsty, as you watch Zered and Takamiru slump forward in their chairs, I would like you to please roll initiative.
Woo! It's begun.
So this will be perception.
19.
24.
24 for Kelsty. Very nice. So actually going to be acting first. As Takamiru and Zered collapse forward into their dinners, Auldegrund sort of looks over at Jaith and Kelsty, who are very much still standing, and he says, "They're not going down. Get them, brothers." And you see the two dwarven brothers who stood near the main entrance of the lodge, sort of come shuffling towards the table. I'm just going to pop you guys on a map so you can see a bit better what's going on. So as these two dwarves kind of come towards you, you can see that there's something not quite right about these dwarves. The way they move, there's something off about it. It's almost as if they're not entirely comfortable in their own bodies. But they are going to move towards you. The first one, the one who initially greeted you outside the front door, pulls out a warhammer and is going to make a strike towards Kelsty. And I've got a 24 against your armour class, Kelsey.
Yes, that hits.
That hits, okay. Kelsey, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you are walloped with a warhammer. The other of the two dwarves, you see kind of comes shuffling up behind his brother. He's also going to draw his warhammer. As he can't quite get to you guys, he instead actually turns his attention to the dwarf that has just struck you, Kelsey. You see a bit of a manic glint in its eyes as it turns, and it says, "We were never meant to be like this. Die, die, die!" And he's just going to make an attack against the other dwarf.
Saves me a job.
It does, and the warhammer slams into the table itself as the dwarf ducks out of the way. Kelsey, we're round to you. It's your turn.
So has the other dwarf just killed the one who hit me?
No. They are both still standing.
So Vorlindi has walloped me one.
Yes, he has, and this other one, Dorlevin, has made an attack against Vorlindi, whose names you did not actually ask, but it's all right.
No, we thought they were just to help.
It's your turn, Kelsey. What would you like to do?
I think I'll draw my favoured weapon, which is my silver dagger, and I'll have a pop at Vorlindi as well. Ooh, okay, so 27.
27 to hit is definitely a hit. Is it a critical? It is not a critical hit, but it is a hit. Roll your damage there, Kelsey.
2.
2 points of piercing damage. Very nice.
He's just given me 10 points, so it's a...
Okay. Anything else on your turn, Kelsey? So 1 action to draw your dagger, 1 action to attack. What else would you like to do?
I'll attack again.
But so 21 does hit, just barely, and you score 3 points of damage with the dagger.
Nice.
Very nice indeed. End of Kelsey's turn. We are around to Auldegrund, and you see, sort of visibly frustrated at his brother's betrayal, you see he says, "Oh, Dorlevin, dear, that is quite a mistake." He's going to move past you, Jaith. Drawing a warhammer of his own, and is going to attack Dorlevin, who is engaged with Vorlindi. The dwarf that appears to be helping you takes a wallop with the warhammer to the face. That's going to end his turn. Jaith, we're on to you.
Well, it seems like we're all fighting each other, so I might as well get involved in this. I'm going to step over here, and then I'm going to start wiggling my bendy fingers. I'm going to cast Grim Tendrils.
Okay, this is nasty. Which is my signature spell.
And little tendrils of darkness curl out from my bendy fingers and race in a 30-metre line in front of me.
I feel like it's not even like tendrils of darkness out from your fingers. I feel like it's just your fingers.
My super bendy fingers just going like, woo!
Elongate and shoot through these people.
Yeah, love it.
I did give you a nice little line for that there. So
yes, you did. Thank you.
Save.
Yes, it is. DC 14.
Auldegrund fails, and Dorlevin succeeds.
Okay, so on a failure, he's going to take some damage. It's going to be 2d4 negative damage and 1 persistent bleed damage.
4 points of damage to Auldegrund.
Not great.
And he is bleeding. I'll make a note that he's bleeding. And only 2 to Dorlevin.
Yes.
There we go. And that's one bleed damage at the end of every turn. Gotcha. Anything else on your turn, Jaith?
Yeah. So obviously I've not played a spellcaster before, but with a mage hand, can I just like give someone a little slap?
I'd say yes, but you got to use 2 actions to cast it. So
Ah,
you
okay.
don't have mage hammer.
No, that's cool. That's good to know. I guess I can cast shield.
Actually, thinking about it, it would have been an action to get up from the table to get to where you were. So
Oh, okay, yes, no. I did move, didn't I? I forgot.
that's all right. Anyway, end of your turn, Jace. We're on to Volindi. Actually, no. Top of the round. Zerid, give me a fortitude save. Let's see if you can actually do something.
23.
Very nice. You come to your senses just enough. You still feel sort of slow and groggy, but you are awake, Zerid. Please roll initiative for me.
12.
12, okay. That's quite fitting, given that you're sort of just been almost knocked out. Which brings us on to Volindi. Sort of seems confused by being attacked by his brother. Is going to keep his focus on Kelsty, as that's all he can do at the moment. Makes a strike with his warhammer. But I think that's going to miss. 15. And he's actually then going to step into this space. Let's make more of a line, because why not?
Yeah! Let me get my bendy fingers out.
He's going to take a swing at Jace. His last action. That might hit. That's a 23 to hit.
That does.
Actually, no, that's a lie. It's a 21.
That still does.
It still does, okay. So, Jace, you're going to take... There it is. Lost my d8 for a second there. Jace, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as Volindi hits you with his warhammer. You notice as he hits you, he seems to be pulling the blow just a little bit. Make of that what you will. It's end of his turn. Kelsty, we're on to you.
Right, I am going to use a divine lance against Vorlindi.
Talk to me about Divine Lance. What does it do?
Divine lance unleashes a beam of divine energy. Choose an alignment your deity has: chaotic, evil, good, or lawful. You can't cast this spell if you don't have a deity, or if your deity is true neutral. Make a ranged spell attack roll against the target's AC. On a hit, the target takes damage of the chosen alignment type, equal to 1d4 of your spellcasting ability modifier.
Nice, okay. So, roll a spell attack for me, please, Neil.
Right.
There we go, 23 to hit. That will hit. So I don't actually know what alignment Nocticular has. Bear with me. It's not a god I've heard of before. Let me have a little look, because that will determine what kind of damage you can do. And predictably, right when I need it quickly, Archives and Nephis is being slow.
Always the way.
Always the way. It's like it knows. It's like it knows I'm trying to use it. Found it. Here we go. The Redeemer Queen, chaotic neutral. So yeah, so you deal chaotic damage to this creature. To Vorlindi. And how much damage was it? It was 2. So, oh yeah, so it's 2 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is 2 plus 2 is. Oh no, it's your spell modifier is wisdom, so it's 6 in total. 6 in total.
Okay.
And yeah, very nice. A blast of energy towards Vorlindi. Yeah. Anything else on your turn, Kelsty?
Yeah, I'll have another go. Have another dig with the dagger, the silver dagger.
Yeah, sure thing. You've still got it attack. You still got it going. So again, because Divine Lance is an attack, if you click Silver Dagger number 2.
Not number 3.
Not number 3.
Okay, number 2.
15 misses regardless. Vorlindi darts out of the way of that. End of your turn, Kelsty. We are on to Auldegrund, who is sort of having been blasted by the tendrils previously. Doesn't want that to happen again, so he's going to slide out from the murder line I put him in. And he's going to make one attack towards Dorlevin. Traitor, you must die, brother! It's a very good hit on him, and brings the hammer around to bear on Kelsty. I'm not even going to say what that was. It's awful. And once again, you see him come around. You duck out the way, Kelsty, and he slams into the chair, smashing it to bits.
It's such a wild blow. I don't even have to get out of the way because it's coming nowhere near me.
That's it.
Like a stage punch.
That's it. End of his turn, because that was nice and quick. We're back around to Jace. Oh, I've got to do some persistent damage. He takes persistent bleed damage. Does he recover? He does not. He's still bleeding.
Good.
And here's the curious thing. As you see, he's bleeding from these injuries, and particularly from your spell, Jace. There's no actual blood. Instead, coming out of these injuries, there is what looks to be clear, almost bluish liquid. But it's your turn. What would you like to do?
What would I like to do? So the bendy fingers thing is still looking attractive, but I also have this really disgusting jaw, and I kind of want to have a go at this guy in front of me. So I want to attack with my mouth.
You're going to bite Vorlindi.
So
very nice.
I roll a 19.
Oh, it's not quite enough. He turns around, he sees your jaws literally unhinging like a snake. And in his fright, he pulls back and you clamp shut inches from his nose.
Ow. Well, in that case then, I will wiggle my fingers and do that Grim Tendrils thing again.
Grim Tendrils again, mark off another spell slot. Again, you hitting Vorlindi and Dorlevin? Okay. Vorlindi passes, and Dorlevin critically succeeds. You see, he sees this coming once again, he dives out of the way. But Vorlindi is not quite so quick, so they will take some damage. End of your turn, Zaith. You done?
Yes, that's me done.
Zerid, we're round to you.
He's gone back to sleep.
No. I'd quite like to address Grimcarver and say, I don't suppose there's any chance of you explaining why you're attacking us. That's a no then.
The hunt, the great hunt. See, he's a bit flustered. Wasn't expecting you to still be conscious at this point.
What is the great hunt?
That's all you're going to get out of him. You are still in a combat situation at this point.
Are you sure he said hunt?
That's what I was thinking. Okay, well in that case, draw my rapier, and how far can I move? Can I leap across the table?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
I'll leap across the table to there.
You use your wings to get a bit of a glide.
I'll do a fly across the table.
Yep.
And then I'll do a stab.
Do a stab, alright,
on
against
Grimcarver.
Auldegrund.
Stabby kind of guy.
Roll away. So roll your attack. 27. So, fun thing, with that position you're in there, Zerid, he is currently flat-footed, which is going to be enough to make that into a critical hit.
Yeah!
Hey!
Saving us.
So, Zerid wakes up from unconsciousness, flies across the table, and stabs Auldegrund in the back. Just think it's like 1d6. Could you please roll... Actually, might be in there already. That's the one thing I don't like about these kind of built-in character sheets, is that they're very obtuse in where all the numbers are coming from, if that makes sense. Like, it just gives you a number. That's telling you where it all comes from.
If you hover over it, does it break it down?
It does, but not in a really meaningful way. 1d6. Oh no, it's got it. Deadly d8. No, there was no sneak attack in that. Darren, could you please roll a d6 for me?
6.
6, very nice. So that's a further 12 for a total of 26 points of damage as you dive in with the rapier, Zerid, and carve a chunk out of the back of Auldegrund. And again, as you strike in, delivering this mighty blow, you expect like a gout of blood to come spurting out, but all that comes trickling out appears to be sort of fresh, crystal clear glacial water. And that, I think, is going to end your turn, Zerid. So we're back round to Vorlindi, who, again, focusing his attacks on you guys. Yeah, does not like you right now, Jaith. He's going to make an attack against you to start. With a 16, he's going to miss.
Yeah.
He makes his second strike towards Kelsty, and that's going to be a 31 times 25.
That hits.
That hits Kelsty. Kelsty takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage as she's walloped with the warhammer once again. And again, it seems like the two twins, certainly when it comes to you guys, seem to be pulling their strikes a little bit. And with his last action, Vorlindi is... can't really get there. Oh yes, he can. Vorlindi slides around you, Jaith, to get into a good position next to Kelsty. That's going to end his turn, which brings us on to Kelsty.
Well, I think I hit with the Divine Lance again. I don't want to get the Vorlindi back for that. I like the Divine Lance. 14.
Fortunately, 14 does miss. You charge your finger up and it shoots through the air. You try to lead Vorlindi just too much, and it shoots past him before he gets where you wanted him to be. One action left.
Get the old silver dagger out, and this time I'll go for Auldegrund Grimcarver.
Alright, make an attack against Auldegrund.
22.
22. Even if he wasn't flat-footed, that would be a hit. So that's another nice 2 points of damage there onto Auldegrund Grimcarver. Is that you done, Kelsty?
That's me done, yes.
Okay, it is round to Auldegrund. And he is, first up, he's going to, you see, he sort of shouts out, Vorlindi, keep working on our guests, would you? I've got to take care, I need to take care of the traitor. He's going to step out from the murder sandwich that he's found himself in. And he's going to make a swing against Dorlevin.
Which also breaks the murder sandwich that I'm in.
Yes, it does.
Although only a bit.
Okay, his last strike. Let me see if that's a hit. Give that much damage. You can see that Dorlevin, the dwarf who sort of came to your aid briefly at the start of all this, is starting to look a lot worse for wear. You can see sort of what would be quite grievous injuries opening up in him, but instead of blood, there's just this strange, very cold water coming out of him. That does end Auldegrund's turn. Jaith, we're on to you. Oh, and I need another point of bleed damage. Does he recover? He does recover. He's no longer bleeding.
Okay. Is that a bookcase to my left?
Yes, that's one of these kind of shelves that have loads of hunting trophies on them.
Okay, I would like to telekinetic projectile a hunting trophy into the face of Mr. Grimcarver.
All right, you pick up like a stuffed taxidermy. I like to think it's a really crap bit of taxidermy as well, just like a weasel or something with like a weird face, and you slam it into him. Roll the attack.
21.
21. That's enough to hit. And the damage.
5.
5. Okay. All right. One action left.
I will bite him.
You're not close enough.
Oh, am I not? No, I can't. I will not. I will glare menacingly.
Well, you could bite Vorlindi.
Oh, I can bite. Oh, yeah, I can. I'm sorry. I'm not looking at the map. I'm right next to the other guy, aren't I? Yeah, let's bite him with a 17.
It's not enough.
No.
Gets the warhammer up to parry it to one side.
Fair.
It's more like a kiss.
It was more like a kiss. A very creepy kiss.
Air kiss.
Alright, that's Jaith done. We are round to Zerid.
Okay. I am going to have another swipe at Grimcarver with my rapier.
Okay, roll the attack. 22 hits for 7 points of damage, and Grimcarver himself is starting to look quite badly wounded. It's almost like It's almost like his body is struggling to hold itself together as you inflict these wounds on it, Zerid.
Okay. So I'll have another swing.
Oh, it's not enough. 15 is going to miss. You score one good hit, go for a second, and he parries you aside. One action left.
Third attack.
There's a 3, and yeah, he dives in. You dive in for your third strike, and he's just not there by the time the blade lands. It is now Vorlindi's turn, and Vorlindi sort of turns back to the rest of you, and sort of says, "Why won't you just go to sleep? You're to be part of the grand hunt tomorrow. The grand hunt. You're the sport." Makes an attack against Kelsey with a 27.
That hits.
Kelsey, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. One against Jaith. For a 22.
Oh, boo. That hits.
And 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And one last strike towards... how injured are the two of you looking at this point?
Pretty injured. I've got
Halfway there.
Okay.
23 out of 38.
Okay. He's going to try for another smack on Kelsey. But with a total of 12, that is going to be a big old miss.
Lucky for Kelsey.
It's the end of his turn, and it's now Kelsey's turn.
Well, I think I hit Vorlindi with the Divine Lance. I can still do that, can't I? It's just a cantrip, so...
Yeah, you can do that as many times as you like.
Boom.
Oh dear, that looks like a natural 1 there, Neil. Could
Yeah.
you please roll me a d6?
The D6.
What does
Yes.
Divine Lance do?
I got a 6.
Got a 6, nice. That is not a fumble. So Divine Lance, Darren, is like a little just magical blast of energy. In this case, it missed. You've got an action left, Kelsey.
Yeah, I'll get the dagger out, I think. Have a little stab.
Have a little stab. Who are you attacking?
Vorlindi again.
Vorlindi with a natural 20. Let's get you a crit card here, Kelsey. Let's see what you get. Oh, that's nasty. So as you dive in with the dagger there, Kelsey, you sort of whip it across Vorlindi's face, and again some more of this cold blue liquid comes pouring out of his face. And as you bring the dagger back, you smack the pommel kind of just into his temple, and he stands there staggering for a second. You have stunned him temporarily.
Ooh.
You see, his body kind of locks up for just a second. We're around to Auldegrund, who sort of is going to continue his onslaught against Dorlevin. Yes, it's as Vorlindi said. You were to be the guests of honour, sport of honour in my grand hunt tomorrow. Why can't you just lie down and help me out with that?
And would we have still been paid? The promised rate?
Does a predator pay his prey?
Well, it seemed only fair.
I mean, you already give us some money.
You've already promised it.
He hits Dorlevin. You watch as he turns his 3 attacks towards Dorlevin, striking him each and every time. The first one knocks the warhammer out of Dorlevin's hand. The second crumples his scale mail chestplate, and the third crushes the head from overhand. And you watch as Dorlevin, as this final blow is struck, Dorlevin freezes, stock still, and then you watch as his flesh turns white and he begins to crumble away into nothing but powdery snow. And there's a clang as his warhammer and scale mail land on the ground.
Blimey.
Jaith, we're on to you.
Alright. I'm getting a bit annoyed at this guy. So I'm going to run at him. I'm going to bite him.
Run at him and bite him. Bite away there, Jaith.
I rolled a 12.
12's not going to cut it. You've got one action left.
Yeah, I might as well bite him again. Oh, no, wait.
Oh, mate.
No. That was a 4.
Not with a 4. So in frustration, Jaith just rushes forward. Her... What's the word for it? By something, Jaws?
Oh, it's a word I've not said out loud before. Bifurcates?
Bifurcates.
Bifurcates.
Oh, bifurcating, yeah.
Bifurcate. Okay.
There you go.
Bleh.
Your horrid alien jaws. You snap towards Auldegrund, but you snap, clacking against nothing.
Does he get frightened from that, at least?
I mean, you would expect that he would, but he seems to show no emotional reaction to that whatsoever.
I don't like this dwarf.
Very strange. End of your turn, Jaith.
Yes.
It is Zerid.
Okay. I'll have another pop at Grimcarver.
Alright, roll that attack. Oh dear, Darren. Could you please roll me a d6?
Oh no.
6.
6, there we go. You've avoided another critical fumble. But a 12 does indeed miss.
Okay. I'll have another swipe at him. That's pretty much all I've got in me.
Yeah, no worries. 15 will miss. 1 action left.
Third attack.
Oh, mate. Gotta hope for that natural 20, but it wasn't coming. So Zerid makes 3 strikes towards Auldegrund. All 3 miss. This, considering this is sort of quite a stocky dwarf, he's very adept and agile at dodging out of the way of these strikes. That's the end of your turn. We're on to Vorlindi, who is stunned 3, so he loses this entire turn. It's the end of his turn. It's Kelsey. Vorlindi just sort of stands there and sways.
I think I'll try the Ray of Enfeeblement against Auldegrund.
Okay, talk to me about Ray of Enfeeblement.
Ray of Enfeeblement. A ray with the power to sap a foe's strength flashes from my hand. Attempt a ranged spell attack against the target. If you succeed, that creature attempts a fortitude save in order to determine the spell's effect.
Okay, so first up, roll a spell attack for me.
Hit the thing, so Ray of Enfeeblement, boom.
Oh, buddy, these natural ones bugger me.
Yeah, I'm gonna die in this room.
Kelsey, could I please have a d6?
And it's a 6. I can do that.
There we go. No fumbles today, folks. No fumbles
Don't
today.
say that. We're not at the end yet.
There we go. So yep, 2 actions for Ray of Enfeeblement. You've got 1 action left.
Okay, I think I'll turn back to my old pal Vorlindi and stick the dagger in.
Stick the dagger in him. Roll the attack. With a 23, that's going to hit. So roll a d4 for me.
3.
3. And there's no bonus to it because you're not a thief. 3 points of damage, nonetheless. A good strike there from Kelsey. It's the end of your turn, Kelsey. We're round to Auldegrund. You can now see that bits of him are falling off as he turns round. Part of his nose just slides off, and you can see that underneath the skin there is nothing but sort of very well packed snow. And in his fury this time, he doesn't even say anything. He's simply going to make an attack at all 3 of you. First one towards Jaith. For a 29 to hit. 29 to hit and 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Second one towards Kelsey. For a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And lastly to Zerid with a 11 to hit, which I think is going to miss.
Yeah, that misses.
So it sort of swings the warhammer around in a wide arc, hitting Jaith and Kelsey. Zerid just uses his wings just to kind of hop over the hammer, glide for a second. That ends his turn. Jaith, we're on to you.
I'm just gonna bite him and hope that this works.
Oh, mate.
17. No.
Just not getting the rolls with that, are you?
This is not going well. Okay.
17 is a miss.
Alright, in that case, I am then going to Can I cast Sanctuary on myself?
You absolutely can.
Yeah, so I do that because I
anyone
am
can
not doing so good right now.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, hey, if only you guys had healing spells.
But I'm worried. I'm just gonna.
I'm messing with you, Neil. I'm messing with you.
No,
You play your character how you want to play it.
Yeah, I don't want to heal anyone else by mistake, or certainly don't want to heal the dwarves.
There we go. End of Jaith's turn. We are around to Zerid. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep swiping at Auldegrund
It's Auldegrund.
until
Okay,
he
roll that
is
attack.
dead.
Your first strike is a 20. That hits. Still standing.
So I will swipe again.
15 misses. You go for a second strike and he twists away.
Third.
And 14 also misses. He twists away.
Slippery little bastard.
Okay, end of your turn, Zerid. It is Vorlindi who now gets a turn. I didn't think he was going to get another, but he does. So first thing he's going to do is he's going to. He sees that Jake's quite badly injured. Doesn't know about Sanctuary. Well, he's seen the spellcast. He doesn't know exactly about it. He's going to try and hit you, Jace. It's a will save, isn't it?
Yes. DC 14.
DC 14. Okay. I have a feeling that might be a critical success. Let me have a look.
If it does,
Will save. 11. Yeah, he rolled a 19 of a die for 30.
nice. Sanctuary ends.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's cool.
And he's going to roll the attack. That might work out for you though. That is a 19 to hit.
Yes.
It does hit. Okay.
Yes.
There we go.
Some dejected saliva bubbles come out of my mouth.
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, Jay.
Oh, I have one left.
Okay. So really desperately just trying to take somebody out of this fight. Vorlindy's going to hit you again, Jaith. A 17.
Nope, does not hit.
Does not hit.
Just.
You see him going for a knockout blow, and I don't know what you do. You just scream in his face with your strength and your bendy fingers. It makes him reel back for a second. Well, as he's still standing, he's going to go for a third strike.
Try.
And that's going nowhere near. That's 10 total.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jaith survives another round. Kelsey, we're on to you.
Can I use heal against myself?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
If I just do one.
What? Just do a one-action heal? Yeah,
a
you
one
can
action
do.
heal.
Yeah. Okay. And what level are you casting it at? If you cast it at second level, you'll get more hit points back.
Yeah, I'll cast it at second level. Is that still one action?
Yes, it's still one action to do that.
Yeah, I'll cast it at second level myself because I'm getting quite near to.
Cool. Second level plus second level at one action. Please roll 2d8 for me, please, Neil.
2d8. 6.
6. And the second one?
1.
1. So you get 7 hit points back there, Neil.
Right, and for my next trick, I will try this Divine Lance against
Auldegrund or Vorlindi?
Vorlindi.
Vorlindi, okay. Roll the attack.
So I've kind of got it in for Vorlindi a bit. Oh, this thing never works. It doesn't work, does it?
I think you hit with your very first one.
Yeah.
And after that, you haven't hit a
That's it.
single
No. Yeah.
Oh, mate. Yeah, you take a second to patch yourself up, Kelsey, and you blast the Divine Lance towards Vorlindi.
And nothing happens.
Somehow, miraculously, you manage to hit the same hole that you just blasted through him, and the Divine Lance goes sailing into the bear on the back of the wall. Okay, that's unfortunate. We're back round to Auldegrund. Again, I'm amazed that he got another turn out of that. Yeah, he's in a similar mind of Vorlindi. He wants to try and take somebody out of this fight. So his first strike is going towards you, Jaith.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a 16. I think that misses.
That does miss.
In his frustration, he will. He goes to swing. He misses. He attempts to plant the warhammer kind of in your chest and push you away from him. Athletics versus your fort. What's your fort DC? Do you know?
My fort is. Where would I?
So your fort DC is your fortitude score plus 10.
17.
17. Okay. And actually, it's going to be enough. He tries to push you away with the warhammer. You stand your ground firm, and yeah, just going to take a swing at. No, do you know what? He really wants to try and take someone out of this fight. He's going to use his last action to try and hit you again. But with a 12, yeah, you can see that almost from where. He's starting to break apart. A lot of his strength seems to have left this form as he hits you and misses, tries to push you, fails, and tries to hit you again and misses once again. Jade, it's your turn.
Oh, what to do? Can I self-soothe?
I believe you can if it says you target a creature.
One willing living creature.
You are a willing living creature for the time being.
Am I living?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
You are.
Just.
You're kind of a mockery of life, but you are living.
Yeah.
Hashtag flesh warps for people too.
So I heal myself 6.
Yeah, very nice.
Cool. And I will bite him. Because.
Go for the bite.
God damn it. 23.
Good.
I hit for 1.
Oh wow.
This is not going right for us tonight, is it?
It's not. This is going quite hilariously badly, if I'm honest.
Let's see if we can survive it. Right, that's my go done.
Alright, end of your turn, Jaith. We're on to Zerid. Zerid, can you save us?
Yeah,
from
come
this
on. Bash his face
Okay. I'm going to try something a little different this time.
in. Ooh,
I'm going
like hit
to
him.
Get out. I'm going to get out my hand crossbow and see if I can hit him at near point blank range.
Yeah, roll. Action, take out the crossbow and roll that attack. That attack hits. Yep, you get a nice shot in the back with him there for 2 points of damage. Still holding on, just about. You've got an action left.
How much damage do you think it's possible to do with a wheel of cheese?
There's only one way to find
I
out.
imagine that could be quite devastating.
I mean, you've seen the rolling cheese down the hills. That's the
true.
thing. Yeah.
Not
I mean, that's less to do with the cheese and more to do with gravity, let's be honest.
Yeah. That's...
But together, they combine into a reasonable weapon. So.
Are there any particularly hard cheeses on the spread, like a parmesan or something like that?
There is a block of parmesan right next to your arm, Zerid. Would you like to smash Auldegrund in the face?
I would like to pick it up and strike him with it.
Do that.
Food fight.
So just roll roll your rapier attack, Zerid, and we'll I'll subtract stuff from there. Oh, it's a 16.
The cheese crumbles.
Auldegrund sees you raising the parmesan above your head, and as you go to bring it down, he kind of golf swings and just smashes the cheese into pieces. We've turned this into a proper food fight.
Yeah.
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia! Right, I think that's you done, Zerid.
Yes.
We're on to Vorlindi, who is still somehow miraculously alive, determined to put someone down. Getting quite annoyed with Kelsey kind of shooting things through his holes at this point. First up, going to make an attack against Kelsey. 25 to hit.
That hits.
11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
Another strike against Kelsey. 16, that misses. And last strike, just a wild swing at Jaith. No, that's an awful full number. Don't worry about it. Guys, everything. It's your turn, Kelsey.
Right, I'm going to do another. I can do another level 2 heal, can't I?
Yeah,
For
that's what
myself,
you want to do.
I really need to. Yeah.
So again, it's 2d8. Roll 2d8 for me.
I found my D8.
He's found his d8s, ladies and gents.
So that's a 5 and a 7.
Much better.
There you go. Nice 12 points back for you.
Then I will turn on that bastard. What's his name again? Vorlindi, and I will use my divine lance against Vorlindi. How many times can this go wrong? Ooh,
It actually works. There we go.
it works. Hey.
You aim a little bit to the left of where you've been aiming previously, and you manage to hit part of Vorlindi with your divine lance.
I've been overcompensating on my aim.
End of your turn, Kelsey. We are on to Auldegrund.
How much damage was it? Just the 2?
It's just the 2. It's just oh no, it should be more than that. That's not working properly. That should be another 4 on top of that because you're a cleric. Much more respectable. And yeah, Auldegrund, I can't believe he's still standing, guys.
Me neither.
I can't believe I'm still standing.
I don't think I'll be standing for long.
He's going to make a swing going the other way this time. First strike at Zerid. 26.
Yes, that hits.
For 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
11.
Second strike at Kelsey. That's a 9. That's a miss. And last strike at Jaith. For a 12. So that's a miss as well. Clocks Zerid in the face. Misses the other 2. End of his turn. Jaith, we're on to you. Somebody save us from this man.
Alright, I'm going to bite him again. Did I hit him with a 20?
You hit him and you tear a nasty chunk out of his chest there, Jaith. He is still just about standing.
How are you still up? Right.
2 actions left.
Oh my gosh, okay. I will I'm sure there's plenty of books on this bookshelf. I will telekinetic projectile one of them. I miss with a 12. So
This time, a small ornamental stoat flies past Auldegrund and smashes him. End of your turn, Jaith. It is Zerid.
I am going to pick up the chair that I'm stood next to and swing it at his head.
Alright, roll that attack as if it were a rapier and I'll do some adjusting. Oh, and as you pick up this chair, Zerid, Auldegrund does not see you coming as you wallop him in the back of the head. How would you like to finish him off?
yes.
I will bludgeon him to death with the chair as it slowly falls apart and all I'm left holding is a single leg. And I carry on beating him until he turns into snow.
Until there's just a cushion.
Yeah.
And as you do so, Zerid, you clobber Auldegrund. First off, your first strike, you take his arm clean off, which catches you by surprise. And you watch as the arm itself kind of scatters against the table. In fact, the arm scatters against Kelsey, and Kelsey, all you feel is just this cold, very refreshing water splash across you as this happens. Your second strike, you knock off the other arm. The third strike, you knock off his leg. We're going full Black Knight on Auldegrund Grimcarver here. You knock off all his limbs, Zerid, and eventually, holding the chair above him as if you're doing some WWE stuff, you bring it down in one final motion, breaking the chair, smushing Auldegrund into a pile of snow on the ground. And as you do so, Zerid, you hear a slight chuckling voice. Well, now this will be fun, won't it? I'll see you soon. And that is where we're going to end for tonight, folks. Tales from the 20 Side is a Feagle Films production in association with Juicy Falls. Music by Nazar Ryback from hooksounds.com. Find us on Facebook, Twitter and Discord by searching for Tales from the 20 Side or by visiting talesfromthe20side.com.
What a fight.
Oh my god, I'm going to have to look back at how badly you guys rolled.
I mean, I think I got like 2 attacks in
Yeah.
that whole
Yeah, me too.
game. And then the ones I got through were not high at all. Oh, I missed a sneak attack.